Good afternoon to you. Please take your seat, Ms. Pujar.
Thank you, sir.
You come from Karnataka.
Yes, sir.
Hospital.
Hospital. Yes, sir.
Could you tell something more about your place, Hospital?
Sir, Hospital is a very beautiful place. It's situated on the banks of River Tungabhadra, and also the world famous heritage site Hampi is also just close to Hospital, sir. And also Hospital is rich in mineral resources also. For example, iron ore and manganese.
What's the meaning of hospital?
Hospital in Canada, Hospital means new town.
You mentioned about mineral and iron ore.
Yes, sir.
What percentage of the iron ore reserves are there in Hospital or Karnataka?
Sir, exact number I don't know. Exact percentage.
Yeah. And which are the other states which have the major iron ore?
Sir, in Karnataka itself, there is Hospete, then there is Chitradurga, then Bhadravati, Kudremukha mines in Bhadravati. Apart from this, in India we have this Jharkhand belt, Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh belt. There we have large reserves of this iron ore and manganese.
Yeah. We heard a lot about the corruption in mining sector. What is your take on that?
Sir, what I understood was because of lack of enforcement mechanisms in the mining sector, there was a lot of free hands for this illegal lobbyists and mining agents. And also because there may be also nexus between politicians and businessmen that might have added to this corruption. For example, sir, in Hospital itself, our MP and also MLA were charged for corruption in mining sector, sir. So this might be one of the reasons.
Many of them have gone to jail.
Yes, sir.
And what is the best way to bring in a transparent mechanism of allocating the mines?
Sir, just like recently we had the coal mines being auctioned online in a transparent ways, the same thing should be done for this iron ore mines also.
You have studied in, you did engineering from RV and then MTech from IIT Madras.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of debate about giving too much of subsidy for higher education institutions like IIT.
Yes, sir.
And people who are studying and the taxpayers' expenses are not working for the country. What is your take on that?
Sir, there are few few things that come to my mind. One thing why there is a so-called brain drain, and students who have studied in premier institutes like IIT going abroad is like some of them they go purely to pursue research, and that quality research still it has not reached that kind of standard, international standards in India. So that might be one reason, sir. And also
Question is,
yes, sir.
you are right now an engineer
Yes, sir.
from IIT and you are appearing to become an IAS officer.
Yes, sir.
An IAS officer doesn't need to be from IIT, it can be a graduate from any place.
Yes, sir.
So if you are aiming for IAS, then why should we waste that much amount of taxpayers' money? Would it have been used for somebody else who would work for the country?
Yes, sir. But I could also use my apart from academic skills, the other skills that I have learned during my college days.
What are these skills?
For example, sir, I was also a part of active member of Voluntary Youth Forum in IIT.
For which again you don't require to be in IIT. It can be done through an NGO in your own village.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. But apart from that, we were given a lot of tasks and assignments in IT, especially in our first year of college. During that, I learned how to handle many things. For example, my academics also at the same time, non-academic activities. So, I can use this kind of skills in my in the future job.
What is this microelectron?
Microelectron.
I don't know engineering, so
Yes,
kindly explain to me in a language which a common man can understand.
Sir, this microelectronics, this thing this actually the course name was Microelectronics and VLSI Design. There are various levels at which this engineers in electronics industry work. One is at the right at the device level, at the electron and semiconductor level, for example, on diodes and transistors. So, and then there comes this analog design engineers and digital design engineers.
What are all these words? I don't understand any of those things. Semiconductor, analog.
Sir, microelectronics
I
mainly.
don't understand any of these things. So kindly explain to me in a common man's language.
Okay. Just it's basically how an electron moves from just inside the semiconductor from one place to another. The mechanics of it, the study of all these things, in order to extract some kind of properties like more conductivity and lesser resistance, and controlling these aspects. The study of these things is microelectronics.
I observe that you are not wearing shoes for the interview. Any reason, actually?
I'm sorry,
Any
sir.
reason why you are not wearing? No reason. Hosapete means you said it's a new town.
Yes, sir.
And what is Hosanagara?
Nagara is like a city, sir. It is
City.
more equivalent to city.
So Pete is town.
Yes, sir.
You are sure about it?
Yes, sir. Peta means also a market, we say, like a downtown, as they say in English.
Okay. I see that you are not taking interest in any other sports in your school, in your college. Even in IIT, you have been only in association
Yes, sir.
for youth development.
Yes, sir.
Why so?
Sir, like I have played a lot of sports, for example, gully cricket and other sports just in my neighborhood.
Which is the sports you like the most?
Sir, I like cricket.
You like cricket. Okay. Who is your favorite batsman?
Sir, my favorite batsman is Saurav Ganguly and Rahul Dravid.
Okay. Why Saurav Ganguly? What do you like in Saurav Ganguly?
Sir, it's because his aggression, and also he's very good the way he plays shots on offside, and also the way he leads Indian team. So that's why I like him.
Okay. You like aggression in cricket, a good thing.
Yes,
But your other favorite, Rahul Dravid,
yes, sir.
is not known to be aggressive, but you like him also.
Yes, sir. Because, sir, in my childhood, my batting style matched his. In the sense, I was to play defensively. So, in the initial days, I used to like him. But as I grew up, when I understood more about the match, how they conduct the match, then I started. Aggression is required where it's necessary.
Okay, your state is having a river water problem with Tamil Nadu.
Yes, sir.
Can you just tell in brief what is the problem? Can you explain the problem briefly?
Yes, sir. The problem boils down to sharing the water in the distress time. Like for example, in the summer, we have our South Indian rivers are not perennial, so obviously there is shortage of water in the summer season. So, and also during the summer time, it's a time when we sow this kharif crops, for example, paddy crops, and the areas, for example, Mandi and Mysore, they are very fertile, and also they grow water intensive crops like sugarcane and paddy. This requires a lot of water. At the same time,
Okay, you say there is a problem with the division of water.
yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me that approximate what is the quantity that is in dispute? How do you measure the quantity of water? You are an engineer.
Yes, sir.
How do you measure the quantity of water? Huge quantity of water. How do you measure?
Sir, the unit they use is TMC.
Very good. What is it actually? Can you explain what is a TMC?
I don't know,
Okay.
sir.
Can you approximately tell me what is the quantity of water involved in this dispute between Tamil Nadu and
Okay.
Karnataka? Approximately.
Around 200 to 300 TMC.
Sir, like,
Yeah. You have worked in a PSU.
Yes, sir.
What do you think is the reason for poor performance of PSUs generally?
Sir, PSUs, like of late there have been many sick PSUs. One of the reasons, main reasons is like the kind of protection that was given to them in the initial few years just before liberalization. So there was hardly any competition in that particular sector where the PSU is involved. So this is one thing.
So do you think that was a wrong thing to do, that we should not have protected the PSUs?
No, sir. We should have. That was that a right decision to give protection to the PSUs. Mainly because we had to do this because of our background itself. Like just when we had got independence, and we were little skeptical about FDI and all interference from the foreign powers. So that was the main reason we had to give protection to PSUs. But of late, once having gained some sufficient experience, we should have opened up the market at least a decade before.
We delayed it.
We delayed it, yes, sir.
You have also worked in the private sector.
Yes, sir.
What's the one difference between the private sector and working in a government sector?
Sir, there is a difference in work culture.
Like?
Like I worked in an MNC, so which is headquarters in USA. So they have their culture in the Bangalore office. For example, we don't address our seniors or bosses as sir. We directly call them by name, even if it's CEO.
So let us say if we issue a circular that in all the PSUs, nobody will call the boss as a sir, we will address by the initial name. Will they become more efficient?
That might be one minute aspect of working towards efficiency. But in private sector, they give also a lot of flexibility in terms of timings and also the work, that ideas that we can implement. But in public sector, there is a lot of rules that have been laid down, and also there is a lot of paperwork involved, sir.
All right, Mr.
You said you were in a volunteer of the youth forum meant for personality development.
Yes, sir.
What is personality?
Sir, personality is our overall traits of individual person. For example, his character, his integrity, how he looks at his attitude towards life. All these things come in personality.
So what do you mean by trait?
Trait is, can say quality.
Quality are the same, trait and quality. Have you heard of any personality theories?
Yes, sir, one or two.
Which theory?
That Fairobi.
What is that theory?
Like they have divided personality into 4 quadrants. Like where like some aspects of our own personality we know, and there are so many aspects which we don't know. So like they put it in dark region.
Have you heard of Sigmund Freud?
Yes, sir.
What did he say? What did he study?
Sir, he was a famous psychiatrist, psychologist.
What method did he use?
I'm sorry, sir, I don't know.
What are the steps involved in personality development? How do you develop? I am giving you a person to you
Yes, sir.
for a week or 15 days program,
Yes.
and your task is to develop, improve his personality. What will you do?
Sir, first I see what is his strong area, like his area of interest, and then there are also some personality traits which every person should have. For example, discipline and perseverance and all these basic qualities. So first I try to inculcate those qualities in him, and then I will just tell him that with these qualities. One thing is to give a session, to give a seminar on that, and also conduct some workshops.
Only one person, so there is no need for a seminar.
Okay. Then, like try to tell him through the examples of famous personalities, and also from my own life experiences.
Okay, this this youth forum again,
Yes.
volunteer of a youth forum.
Yes, sir.
There is a general criticism that the youth in the days today are not interested in social welfare or anything. They are only interested in their own life and more worried about social media, new generation media, and they are not contributing to the national development. What is your take on that?
Actually, involvement in the in co-curricular activities and also some kind of activism is certainly required, sir. But just that like we should not be swayed by the wrong ideologies.
Like?
For example, giving undue attention to some principles like far on the far right and far left, and just creating a sensation of
Do
out
you
of
think
that.
Kanhaiya Kumar was wrong?
More than wrong, I feel, sir, he shouldn't have given an aspect for that kind of mass criticism against government. It's like some the kind of slogans that they had raised,
What is slogan he raised?
like Bharat ki Barbadi, these kind of slogans.
Do you believe that he has raised that?
Like as far from the media sources and all these things, what I have read, like the students involved in that group, they had done.
No, students involved in the group and the person speaking in the group are different.
But because he was a leader, responsibility comes also on him. So.
Okay, in a scale of honesty from 1 to 10, 10 is the most honest and 1 is the least. Where will you place yourself?
Sir, I'll place myself on 8.
On 8.
Yes.
10 years back, where would you have placed yourself? If the same question has been asked 10 years back,
Okay.
where would you have placed yourself?
Sir, that time 5 or 6. 5 or 6.
So you are growing more honest now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the second question is you seem to have taken international relation and politics as one of your options, right? Okay, can you give me the which year is termed as the high point of relationship between India and Nepal, and which year is the low point, and a brief 1 or 2 sentences about it.
Sir, I don't know the exact year of high point, but that was related to a friendship treaty that we had signed there with Nepal, just means right after our independence.
Okay, give me 2 important points in the treaty.
That we maintain, that we respect each other's sovereignty, and on the principles of Panchshil that we had also adopted with China.
Principles of Panchshil is a part of the Indo-Nepal treaty.
No, sir.
Okay, what is the low point in the relationship between India and Nepal?
The low point was the recent allegation of blockade that India had imposed on Nepal, and also the kind of outrage that had caused among the public in Nepal.
What was the happiest and the proud moment of your life till now?
So the happiest moment was it was a couple of years back when I was doing my MTech in my 3rd semester. At the same time, I was given permission to join PSU, BHEL. So I was a bit skeptical that I would lose the job because still I was doing my MTech. So then I had requested my dean to allow me to join the job. Parallelly, I will pursue my project part-time. So when I got that permission, that was the happiest moment.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Take up.